For the hour, the Santa Barbara Culinary Experience is coming back next week with over 70 food and wine events across the county.
That's right. It's happening May 12th to 18th. To tell us more, we're joined by event director and friend of the program, Jamie Nee. Thanks so much for being here. And we're also joined by founder of Apples to Zucchini Cooking School, Nancy Martz. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks. Good morning. Thank you.
This is so exciting. I mean, 70 events. That is quite the lineup.
We are very excited this year. With 70 events happening throughout the county, the Santa Barbara Culinary Experience is going to be an amazing week. In conjunction with the Julia Child Foundation for Gastronomy and Culinary Arts, we're presenting so many events throughout the week. Food.
Yeah, you have dinners, wine tastings. I mean, highlight just a few of those events happening for us.
Yeah, so we're having winemaker dinners, bouchon, we're having wine blending classes, we're having coffee roasting classes, we're having oyster shucking classes, we're having farm tours, and then we're having cooking classes. So, I mean, we have everything happening this week.
Something for everyone, right?
Something for everyone, yes.
Cooking classes, Nancy, you're going to be teaching them what's on the menu, and can anybody go, or do you have to be like a primetime chef?
It is definitely not for the primetime chef. We are really a cooking school for the home chef, but people can really level up their skills because they are right there with a professional chef and can kind of learn even more. So our lineup, and I brought some of the goodies. We're doing speedy suppers with fairy blood Bloody Mary mix. Ooh. So really creative, really interesting. We're doing some classes, or one class with Il Fustino. So it's going to be all olive risotto, an olive salad, a citrus olive oil cake. Every evening we're going to be pouring Tilden Zero Proof cocktails. We will also have some wine, obviously, but these are not super wine heavy. You can get those someplace else with the SVCE, but with us it's going to be a little bit less wine. Definitely not for the professional chef, just for the people who want to learn how to cook at home and cook with their family and for their family. We are also doing a class with the fish market. And we're doing a pizza class, and we're doing a kids class on Sunday. At the very end of the week, we're doing vegan cauliflower tacos with homemade tortillas, and that's for children.
Oh my God, if you hear my stomach rumbling suddenly, it sounds so good.
Exactly, yeah, super yummy stuff coming up.
Yeah, and it's nice that it's open for everyone. You know, because it can be a little intimidating if you're not familiar with how the kitchen works or like anything with flavors, so that's what you're here for.
Exactly.
Jamie, why don't you tell me a little bit about how this is going to support the local food community in the county?
Yeah, so basically if you buy a ticket, you know that you're giving back to Santa Barbara's local food network. A portion of our proceeds all go back to Santa Barbara. We are a nonprofit, like I mentioned, part of the Julia Child Foundation for Gastronomy and the Culinary Arts, and we do help support local artisans and restaurants and the wineries, and so we really are about teaching, but also about giving back, and that's the prime thing about the Santa Barbara Culinary Experience.
Jamie, talk about the collaboration with the Julia Child Foundation. You've hit on it a few times, and you're mentioning how you're giving back. Is that part of the aim here?
Yes, definitely. That is part of the aim, and that is part of why this was started. It was basically started to honor Julia Child and anything she really loved here in Santa Barbara. And she loved the local food network, and she loved the wineries, and she loved the artisans here. So that is part of what we are about.
Okay, it sounds great. I mean, 70 events happening over the span of like a week. So everyone needs to mark their calendars now. We appreciate your time. What, did you want to add something?
Yeah, and I wanted to add, don't forget the grand wine tasting. That's what I'm most excited about. May 17th, we have the grand wine tasting at El Presidio from 1 to 5 p.m. and you will be able to have some of these wines that are from our local wineries here.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, if you are a viewer of your news channel, you know that Jamie comes on here frequently to highlight some seasonal wines for us. So this is just something else to look forward to in collaboration, of course, with Santa Barbara Culinary Experience. All right, thank you so much. For tickets and more information, visit sbce.events. Nancy, Jamie, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.